A benevolent advisor gives a painful but well thought out notice of resignation to a player that has been like a son to him. A caring mentor will not leave his post to just anyone. He's given careful thought to the question of whom his successor might be. This promising young talent has drawn the attention of a multitude of suitors. His advisor has narrowed the field to 2 strong choices of representation. The former coach and longtime father figure will step back from the field of play and take his place amongst the other dedicated fans in the gallery.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Miami Marlins.
Arlene Garcia, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's shine the light on shortstop Manny Machado. That's right, shortstop. He can play third. He can play short. It doesn't matter. He's one of the best defenders in the game.
Stepping up now, Kermit Yellowhorse. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for St. Louis. Right fielder, number 5.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I know it's early on in the game, but when the third pitch like that is called for a ball, it looks like that tight zone is going to be awfully small today.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Digging in to try it again, Kermit Yellowhorse. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Lopez on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cards leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Kermit, Yellow Horse, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath. Take a step out of the box. You know you got a few to play with.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Digging in and looking for more, Lewis Brinson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yellow Horse is over, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Charles Chadwick will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Miami jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Cannon Middleton earns the victory on the mound. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
A stripling major leaguer is challenged to make spring training count.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
New York Mets.
Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known, he was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
After it is Cespedes. He gets to it and makes. Next up for New York, Yoenis Cespedes. Cabrera stands at first with one out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Yellow Horse racing back. Gone! It's a two-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Runner at first here, one man out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Yellow Horse waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Digging in for his second at bat, Kermit. Yellow Horse. He flew out in his last at bat.
Yellow Horse.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Ready now, Ahmed Rosario. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo home run for Ahmed Rosario, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kermit, Yellow Horse, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Bruce. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Check your outfitters.
Ready for another shot now, Marcell Ozuna. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Yellow Horse leads off first with 1 away. Runners off for second. In there, now the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Not every catcher could make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Harrison Bader will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 48, Harrison Bader.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-0 the final score in this one today. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Noah Syndergaard takes home the win. Alex Reyes worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the American League's Houston Astros and their former NL Central rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Luke Weaver will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's shine the light on Marcell Ozuna, another one of those dynamic outfielders that you can't put in a box. Can he play center? Yes. Can he play right? Yes. Left? Yes. Go deep? Absolutely.
So stepping in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out.
Ready for another chance. Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Correa is there. One pitch, one out. Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. 0-1, here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Yellow Horse on the move, 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Correa. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Kermit, Yellow Horse. He flew out in his last at bat. He's set. Here it comes. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely. It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Cards rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. John Gant pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line for the
A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Minnesota Twins. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Minnesota Twins.
Adalberto Mejia gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. The next Twin up, Adam Lind, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Walker, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Yellow horse facing back. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Up next for Minnesota, Jason Castro. Still only one out in the inning. Heading out towards shallow right. Yellow horse has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Kermit, yellow horse.
Kermit, yellow horse.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Standing in, Max Kepler. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Max Kepler.
The 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Yellow Horse moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Kermit, Yellow Horse. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
Around it, pick up the ball, pick up the ball.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Digging in once again, Tommy Pham.
Center field number 20, Tommy Pham.
The 3-1. And there's a base hit on the line. Throw
Come on,
comes
you're
in
down,
quickly
you're
here,
down.
and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. So here's the cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano.
Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here now the 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Yellow Horse. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready once again, Max Kepler comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Max Kepler.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yellow Horse is there. 2 gone. Charles Chadwick will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 8, Charles Chadwick.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Minnesota came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Aaron Slegers is credited with the win. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Baltimore Orioles. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network. Gabriel Hinoa, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at Jonathan Scope. Another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And he makes a great diving stop for the out.
That ball wasn't actually smoked, more of a soft line drive, but a nice diving catch by the infielder right there, showing a lot of range.
In now for the O's, Bryce Harper. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Bryce Harper.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Yellow Horse waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. The next to bat for St. Louis, Kermit, Yellow Horse, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air into shallow left center. Sardinhas moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
From the stretch, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's just left-on-left crime right there. He could go to that pitch whenever he wants in this type of matchup.
Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Little chopper back to the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, But nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul DeYoung. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5-hole is just as dangerous.
Now to the plate, Jed Jerko. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Yellow Horse on third, Pham on second, DeYoung at first with no outs. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Stepping into the box, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Right fielder, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Up around the face, Cashner, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy. Good job.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
So coming to the plate, Tommy Pham. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
The batter, number 3.
Jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Yellow Horse at second. Pham is over at first with 1 away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mancini has a play. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's Mark Reynolds. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Looking to leave him loaded. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Dexter Fowler is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
25, Dexter Fowler.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
6-1 the final tally today. The St. Louis Cardinals used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Carlos Martinez is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 21 runners on base. For the Orioles, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.